Okay, so we got the hair through. I'm gonna keep it close to my head where I want it, and now it says squash it flat. So I'm squeezing it, squashing it flat. Hey everyone, I'm Mindy from Cute Girls Hairstyles. Today I'm doing a fab or fail that one of you guys sent me. It is the Ponyo. So I have two colors here. One because I would normally really buy black in real life and use it in my hair. This one because I thought it would show better on camera for you guys to see, but also can you see that there's just a little bit of width difference on them. So a Ponyo, if you're not familiar with this, is supposed to replace a traditional elastic if you're doing a ponytail. So it's not, I wouldn't call it stretchy, it's like malleable plastic that you can like kind of shape and form, but you put your hair through there, squeeze it down, bend it, and it's supposed to hold your pony really, really tight and be very secure, but also give it more lift and volume off the top of your head for like a nice, fluffy looking ponytail. So we're gonna try it and see what we think. Let's get on to it. Okay, so I'm starting the video by putting my hair in a regular ponytail like I would if I didn't have a Ponyo. Now you guys know my go-to tricks for getting high, really secure ponytails there's more than one, to double up on your elastics. So normally I would add a secondary elastic in my hair right on top of my first elastic to give it extra height and volume. And then my second trick would be adding a little bit of dry shampoo just to add a little texture. And then you guys know I love my magic dust from Heritage. And I would just tap it like this right in the root of that ponytail and fluff, right? And I would get a pretty nice high ponytail, and it's pretty tight. Like it's not gonna come out, right? If I'm running, exercising, it's gonna stay put. So this is what my go-to is. So this is what we're kind of comparing the Ponyo against. So now let's start over using the Ponyo. Okay guys, here's my hair, it's down. I'm gonna just swoop it up like I normally do. I don't usually use brushes. I just kind of finger comb my ponytails in unless there's something really going crazy with my hair, because I just feel like your hair lays better and you're less likely to get those ponytail headaches if you're just kind of letting your hair do its thing. So scoop it up, scoopity scoop, and then I always, right here in my part line, I have kind of some little highlighted pieces I pull forward. Now, this is where I would get my elastic out and add it in. Draw your hair up and stick your thumb and first finger through the Ponyo. I'm gonna use the thicker one just because I think it's gonna show better on camera. But remember, in theory, because it's thicker, it should also give me extra height. So it says to put my fingers through like this. Thumb and forefinger. Use these two fingers to feed the desired section of hair through the Ponyo, keeping it close to your head with the other hand. Keeping it close to your head, squash the Ponyo flat. Okay, so we got the hair through. I'm gonna keep it close to my head where I want it, and now it says squash it flat. So I'm squeezing it, squashing it flat. Can you see it's flat, like straight flat. Now it says place one thumb under the Ponyo end. So it says place the thumb here and bend. So I'm bending. And then it said do it on the other side. So we're gonna try to bend and curve them both inward. So I'll show you, I'm just bending. And it's like bent in now, so it's not straight. Straight in front, see it? But then it's bent in back. This is what I would do if I were doing my normal ponytail. I would pull these front pieces forward so it leaves a little, I would tuck my baby hairs, and then I would just fluff. Give it a little bit of shuzz, a little zhuzhy, so we can do this fairly. Zhuzh it up. How do we think it looks compared? I'll do a nice slow spin. Everyone see it, my squeaky chair. One thing I did notice right away when I put it in is, like if I do this, normally my elastics hold it really tight. With the Ponyo, it feels a little bit looser, but it is staying. Let me see if I can whip my head around and it loosens up. Okay, so you can see it did loosen. I have thick hair though. Like I have medium to thick hair, so I feel like my hair might be harder to grip fully. If you had thinner hair, it might have stayed. But you can see on me, it came loose. That's what I was worried about, was coming loose. I wanna show you the other thing. I don't, like, cause this is kinda ugly. Like if you had black, maybe it would just blend in. But like I like to hide my elastics, and so a lot of times I'll take hair, you know, and wrap it around. I do think it might be harder to do that if you're wearing a ponyo, but they do sell these things called blings rings, which looks like this. So I bought one to try it, and it's magnet clasp, you can see on the back side. But in theory, what you're supposed to do is just put them over the top to help hide the ponytail, like the ponyo holder. I mean, I'm gonna try the thinner one and see if I like it better, just because it's a neutral color. So let's try that. Also, we need to see how it's taking out of my hair. I've never used these before, guys, so I'm learning right along with you. I have my mirror over here. That, if you're wondering what I'm looking at, there's a mirror on my left so that I can see what I'm doing, because otherwise I'm flying blind. Fourth finger, pull it through. If you had really, really, really thick hair, I don't know if you'd get it through there, but squeeze it. Okay, squeezing. And then bend it in. Bend, bend. I'm like really bending it. I'm trying really hard to make sure it stays tight. Okay. Loosen it up a little bit. That. Okay, now let's try adding the blings rings. I mean, I'm feeling it now that it's like nice and neutral. It kind of looks kind of cute. A little bit different way to style a ponytail with something decorative on top. But I think you could do that with elastics underneath too. Let's try and see if this one goes flying like the other one did. Whoa. You know what, guys? This one stayed in better. It wasn't as tight as my hair elastics, but it did stay in better. So if I were gonna buy it again, I would definitely buy the thinner, not the thicker. Something about the thicker, maybe the weight, I don't know. Didn't whip around as much. So let's do the thumbs up or thumbs down. I would say overall on lift of ponytail and like cute factor, like just my ponytail looking fluffy and stuff, I would give it a thumbs up. I feel like it did accomplish that. It didn't stay in place as well as two elastics if I were like out running or something that's high intensity. So for like durability, I would give it thumbs down. I would give it, I'm trying to think of, if I were gonna take an elastic out of my hair, what I would normally do with it is just this. I'm sure every girl, you know, wears their elastics on their wrists. I don't know what do you do with this if you take it out of your hair when you're done with it? Like there's not, you know what I mean? I guess you could fold it up and put it in your pocket, but then that's annoying. So I feel like that's a negative towards the ponyo. Also cost-wise, the ponyo for one was $9.99. And if you bought more, then you got discounts, but that's significantly more expensive than just buying a ring of elastics like you would, you know, from your local store. Or even microfiber bands, which are a little bit more expensive, but still less expensive than the ponyo. So I feel like that's a negative. Thumbs down on pricing. And I don't even think that it's like, I mean, if they made the argument that it's like better for your hair, I don't even agree necessarily with that, because if you see inside, there's these little ribbed teeth to help grip your hair. But to me, that's like gonna pull on your hair every bit as much as any hairband would. So I'm gonna go thumbs down. Okay, so overall, ponyo, would I buy it again? Probably not. Do I like the idea in theory? Sure, but I just don't think it's worth the money or the cost, and it's not wowing me with anything that just a basic pony elastic or two couldn't do. So thumbs down for the ponyo in my opinion, guys. Okay, the one thing I would maybe give a thumbs up to, ironically, is this random blings ring that I just like threw in my package the last second. Only because if I didn't want to hair wrap my elastic that day and add bobby pins, this little magnet clip actually I think kind of looks cute against the hair. And it's just a little something, you know, different and kind of fun. And I think you would maybe see people that, or I think people would notice it because it's different and unique. And it just clips around with a magnet. And because that's so easy to use, I do think that you could still use your basic elastics and use the blings rings right over the top of it, and it would be just as effective. So thumbs up on the blings ring. If you haven't watched my other videos, I've done tons of other Fabber fails over the years, so you can click right here to subscribe and then go over there to watch the other videos, and we will see you guys next time. Bye guys.